showing your support. Welcome to Angelica's Divine Reading. Today we will be doing a collective general reading for the Sagittarius collective. So with that, keep in mind that since it's not a personal one-on-one reading and for a general collective reading, that you want to call in your own spirit guides to really be part of this reading so you can really understand and take what really resonates with you and leave what doesn't. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and start with our energy read. And so Spirit, I do ask you to come into these cards and show us for our amazing Sagittarius, what energies are they embodying right now? And in regards to this read, what is the energy all about? Patience, Sagittarius. So it says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Patience. Ooh, I know I'm working on patience myself, so let me know how that definitely applies to you, Sagittarius, in regards to patience. So next we'll go ahead and do an angel number, and these are numbers that you're going to be seeing quite frequently. You may already be seeing them right now, or perhaps you're going to start seeing them way more often than you ever have. So if you have seen this particular number we'll be pulling soon here, please go ahead and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear how it really resonates with you. But in regards to our Sagittarius, what angel number are their spirit guides trying to tell them? I got vision for you. So vision, 1, 2, 3. It says that your path will not look identical to anyone else's. That is what makes you unique. Remember that as you stay the path that feels connected, the path will continue to lead you to alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. And your affirmation as well for 1, 2, 3 vision is, my path is mine and mine alone. When I follow my path, alignment comes naturally. So that is patience and vision, 1, 2, 3. So let's get into the read to see how that really correlates to what's going on right now in your lives. So I will be doing a horseshoe spread for you today. And keep in mind, I did already go ahead and clear all of these decks and all that good stuff as well. But Spirit, I do ask that you come into these cards and help us to really identify what's going on with Sagittarius, past, present, future, hopes, dreams, and everything that we can really help them guide in regards to lessons that they'll be learning for our Sagittarius's past, their present, their future, ooh, who they are right now, their environment, hopes, fears, and dreams. Oh, wow, and their future. Let me see what that future is all about. Nice, very interesting. Okay, great, awesome. So looking at the cards here, so starting with your past, Sagittarius, I did go ahead and get the Two of Pentacles. And what the Two of Pentacles is really showing me here is that in the past, you had a decision that you had to make, and you're more so weighing out two different options that you had in regards to your finances. It could be maybe one of your income streams had kind of slowed down, so you're like, okay, well, maybe I can switch things up a little bit. So you had two different things that you're really trying to weigh out, but whichever decision you made, I can tell you that it was in the right direction to give you the financial security that you're looking for. So if you haven't already made the decision, I can definitely see that you were weighing it out, but whatever decision you do go along with, just know it's gonna be on the right path that you need to go towards. And so that's what I definitely see going on in your past. Now, talking next in regards to your present tense and what's going on right now, I did get the Two of Swords for kind of what your situation is right now, as well as the Four of Cups of who you are right now. So talking first about the Two of Swords. So I see inside your, kind of what's going on right now in your situation is that your brain right now is very clouded. You are kind of at a crossroad, and I think it's kind of trickling down from your past with this Two of Pentacles. But I don't know if you really made a decision yet. So now you're kind of at this crossroads of, okay, which way do I go? I think it's giving you a lot of like anxiety, a lot of fear, because I feel as though if you go one route, there's pros and cons to each side. And so right now you're kind of being overwhelmed by this decision that you need to make. You have to just go for it and you need to make the decision. But I definitely see with this Two of Swords that you're kind of unsure right now. You're very unsure. And I definitely feel as though you're very clouded in your judgment in your mind because of all the fear and anxiety. And you really need to take control of your mind and take control of the decision and realize that it's not bigger than you, that you have the right to choose because it's your life and you know what's best for you based on your circumstances and what you've already been through in your life experiences. So I definitely see that that's kind of the situation you're in right now, with still having more options, more choices, and trying to really figure out which route to go with this crossroad. Now, talking about the Four of Cups, I definitely see that this is you right now, Sag. Basically, what's going on is that you're kind of having a little bit of ungratefulness a bit. I think what's happening is that you definitely know what you have and all the talents and everything that's within you. I definitely know that. But I feel as though this decision that you've been weighing out for quite some time, it's really having a tamper. It's like draining you almost. You're like, okay, I'm just over it. I'm done. I know I have all of this stuff, but I just want what I've been manifesting. I just want what I've been thinking about. Like, I just want this. I don't really care about everything else I've already gotten. I've been there, done that. But Sag, you have to remember, you still have to be grateful for what the universe has given you. And so with that being said, when you start to really change your perspective and outlook on the situation and outlook on life in general, and really express more gratitude and have the feeling of gratitude, you'll definitely start to receive this fourth cup of your kind of your dream cup. It will start to come to you even faster than when you're not being grateful. And so I definitely see that this is you right now. So my biggest advice right now for you is to really show gratitude and also have the patience, because it's coming for you in its divine time. Because you already have the vision, you already know what you want, but sometimes it just takes patience to really receive it, and also making sure that in that time of patience that you get on the right vibration to actually receive everything that you're hoping and dreaming and want. Because when you want something, you can't just, in essence, you can't just say, hey, I want this, but you have to be on that vibration to actually receive it. So really keep that in mind as you're kind of going through these decisions that are really weighing you down. Figure out different ways to really uplift your own vibration, whether that's listening to music, whether that's dancing. There's so many different things that can really lift you up. And I think a lot of times meditation and disciplining your mind and really understanding that you do create what's in front of you and you do create your reality. So I definitely see that in who you are right now. Now, going next into your near future, which is anywhere from now to about 5 months, I did get the magician for you. And what I can definitely see here is that you have definitely been manifesting. You're going to really be in your power of manifestation coming very soon. So I definitely can see that you do figure out ways to lift your vibration. So inside the near future, you will be manifesting a life that you always wanted, and it will be coming to you. With the magician, what's really beautiful about her is that she definitely understands what it takes to balance out the manifestation with reality. And so everything that you're gonna be manifesting, everything that vision board, it's gonna be coming to you much quicker than you think, because I do see that you changed your perspective. You did raise that vibration, and now you are like the magician, like you are getting what you want, you are manifesting, and you know what it takes to actually receive. So I definitely see that's what's happening here in your near future. So congrats, Sag. I'm like, you better go. I see you. Okay, you better go. So then the next thing here, we'll talk about your environment, which is the Queen of Swords. So what's going on right now, because again, I still see that you are in the current space really trying to figure out a certain crossroad, make a certain decision. And so with this Queen of Swords, I can definitely see in your environment that you actually may have someone around you that's she's very quick-witted. I think this woman is very much using her logic, using her voice of reason to really guide her. She really uses her mind to really help her make decisions, and she uses it as more of an ally instead of like something that's like tormenting her almost. And I feel as though you really need to embody, you have someone around you that you can see as an example. But I definitely feel as though Spirit is really telling you right now that you need to really embody the Queen of Swords as well. And in that aspect, you need to really let go of the past. And I think that's why you're having some hesitation making a choice, because you still have those fears and those limiting beliefs with your past. And so what I see here for the Queen is she uses her mind, she uses logic, and she makes sure that her brain is all together and like really clear, so that way she can definitely make a sound decision. And so I think for you, I think what Spirit is really trying to tell you in this environment where you're really unsure about which route to go is to really take time to discipline your mind, and don't use your mind as an enemy. You need to get more organized. You need to go after it, and you need to make sure that you are taking the time to plan things out. And then you'll see, once you really write it down and hone in on your vision, that you're going to see that you're going to get and become this Queen of Swords, where you're able to make a decision and it's going to feel like the right decision for you. spiritually, mentally, and all of the above and more. So that's definitely what I see here in your environment. Now, talking about your kind of your home spheres and dreams, I did get the moon. So what I see here is more of your fear. So I definitely know that, Sag, you feel as though, you know, I feel like you guys are such spiritual beings, but with you, Sag, what I'm definitely seeing from this card is that you're kind of scared of going deeper. I think that you have been healing and you've been going through the process in so many other aspects of your life. And there's one aspect that you know you need to dive deeper within yourself. And I think you're really terrified of what that would bring. But seeing that this is the moon here, what I'm really seeing is that you are in control. You really are in control because you get to decide what memories you can bring up. You get to decide of what you need to really work on within you. But what I see here is that you're kind of fearful of that next step of healing. And I definitely see here that you need to take that step that you're fearful of, and it's going to really shine light onto everything that you need. And it's going to shine light to limiting beliefs that you need to overcome, so that way you can make certain decisions. That way your manifestations can come to you and certain things of that aspect. So I definitely see that there's a little bit of fear coming here in regards to really working on yourself even deeper than what you've already been doing. But just know that it's going to be a positive outcome no matter what, because you're growing yourself. And working on your shadow side, it really shines so much more light into new revenues where your energy can really be poured into. So I definitely see you unlocking a lot within yourself, and it's going to be something beautiful. So don't fear it, don't be scared of it, really embrace it, and embrace the changes that will come within you and around you as you're growing into a whole new species of a Sag. Like, you're just going to be a healed Sag, and you're going to continue down that road. So just continue doing what you're doing, but don't be afraid of what's to come. Don't be afraid of that next step. Don't be afraid of anything, because it's all going to be beneficial to you in the long run. So that's what I see there in regards to your environment, or excuse me, your hopes and fears. So next, I'd like to go ahead and talk about your long-term future, anywhere from about 5 months to about 14 months. So I did get the Wheel of Fortune as kind of your main card and focus, which is really showing me that in your long-term future, you're going to see that you're going to have to kind of roll with the punches. Like, you're going to be, you know, you've already manifested and things are going to come to fruition. But sometimes when you manifest, you have to put the work into it, right? So the work isn't always going to be easy. So there will be times where you feel like, oh man, like, am I in the right direction? Am I doing the right thing? Like, you're going to be kind of unsure in some aspects, but I want to make sure you understand that it really is part of your destiny. You've been manifesting and you're on the right path to getting every single thing that you want. But just know that even if you do see some little hard spots through your path, just go over them and just know that life is like a river. You just have to go up and down with it. But at the beautiful end of it is that there's gonna be that rainbow that you're looking for. There's gonna be whatever you're looking for on the other side of that wave, where you're gonna feel like, okay, I am in the right path. Things are there for me, and I did manifest everything that I want. Because again, you have that vision, and sometimes it does take a lot of patience and it does take hard work, but just know that it's all part of it. And what I also see, because I did pull 2 additional cards to really understand the Wheel of Fortune for you, I did get the 8 of Cups as well as the Hangman. And so what I definitely see about going on inside your future is that there's going to come a time, and I think it has to do with your hopes, fears, and going into your shadow side. But with that said, there's going to become a time where you're going to say, okay, I'm on this certain course, but something just doesn't feel right. And so I see that you're going to be pulling away from different relationships, pulling away from different revenues where you have a lot of energy poured into, and you're going to be kind of going off to the mountain to figure out, okay, what's going on? What's happening? And really figuring out, do my cups still serve me, or should I leave those cups and get on a new vibration and welcome in new things? So you're going to come a time inside your long-term future where it's going to be part of your destiny that you have to go and be isolated. You have to go and figure out what's going on and figure out what's really meant for you, and if it's time to change course in some way, shape, or form. And then with the Hangman there as well, I'm definitely seeing it's going to be a time of you really reflecting on certain things. It's going to be a time of being still and not really forcing things and making things happen and like, okay, I want this, I need this, and want, and this is what I need to do. You're going to really pull back, be within yourself. You're going to really start thinking, okay, so this is where I'm at. What's the next step? What am I going to do? What's coming forth? So it's a really big time for planning and a big time of reflecting and figuring out, okay, is this meant for me? Am I on the right path? But no matter what decision you make again and what you've learned, it's all part of your destiny. So I definitely see a lot going on, and it's gonna be positive. It might feel like a lot with this because you're like, okay, I have to go isolate, I gotta go be by myself again. But in actuality, it's all gonna be for your benefit. It's gonna bring you really amazing fortune and things that you've been manifesting for so long. So that's definitely what I have for you, Sag. I am just like wowed by you. Great job lifting that vibration, and for your near future coming with that Magician. Very excited about that, and even that Wheel of Fortune. So with that being said, before I let you go, I'll go ahead and have you do our decision maker. And so with that, I ask that you go ahead and ask yourself a question. You can say it out loud, you can say it within your head, whatever you prefer. And with it, it will be either a never, always, yes, no, or maybe answer, so keep that in mind. Of course, there's a thing called free will and free choice and all that good stuff. So with that being said, you can definitely make whatever choice that you choose. It doesn't mean that it's the wrong choice or anything like that. It's just gonna be a different route or a different outcome than maybe you were expecting. So with that being said, I'll give you about 5 more seconds to go ahead and hammer down onto one question that you have that we can go ahead and ask Spirit about. So Spirit, I ask that you show our Sagittarius the answer to their question. Okay, so that's a maybe, Sagittarius. That is a maybe. So I know maybe is like, okay, it didn't really answer my question, but I think if you look really within yourself and really just like ask yourself that question, you'll see that either answer or either choice you make is going to be a good choice, which we saw inside your reading. I'm just saying. So that's what I have for you today. I hope that you really enjoyed this reading. And if you did, please go ahead and like, subscribe, follow, even share this with other Sagittarius that you know. But with that being said, I want to just again thank you. You are very valued, you are honored, and you are greatly appreciated. I'll see you next time, Sag. Bye.